The very low temperature will inhibit microbial growth, retard enzyme and chemical activity. Formation of ice crystal will draw out available water away from the food.
Methods of freezing: blast freezing, plate freezing, scrap heat exchanger, and cryogenic freezer. Food freezing point: temperature at which a small crystal of ice exists in equilibrium with the surrounding water.
Advantages of freezing: this type of preservation is relatively quick process. 100 pounds of meat can be packaged into meal-sized packages within an hour. You can blanch a large amount of vegetables in just a few minutes. Second, preserve food and keep it longer and always having things available to cook with or eat. Blanching prior to freezing stops enzyme activity and helps maintain nutritional value in the food. Third, freezer containers are cheaper than canning jars and lids. The simple blanching process emits less heat into the living space and requires less initial energy usage than canning does. It also preserves vitamins better than canning does as well.
Disadvantages of freezing: first, vitamins B and C are lost in the freezing process. Antioxidants, which protect you from cell damage, are also lower in frozen fruits than they are in fresh fruits. Second, freezer burn can affect texture and flavor. Foods frozen in containers that are not designed for freezer use can be exposed to air. Because of this exposure to air, damaging ice crystals form on the food. The cells in the frozen food rupture, resulting in moisture, texture, and flavor loss.
Some items also change texture when frozen and do not taste or feel the same when thawed out and eaten. Frozen food that are not properly packaged can pick up the smell of other items around it in the freezer. Freezers are expensive. Not only does it require an initial high-price investment into the freezer, but also there is a continued expense involved in keeping electricity to it.
Freezing process. Stage 1. Pre-cooling period. Temperature of the food is lowered down from its initial temperature until it reaches the initial freezing point. Stage 2. Pre-cooling period. Ice crystals begin to form as the liquid reaches the freezing point and cause the food to become more concentrated with solute, thus lowering the freezing point further. Stage 3. Tempering period. After ice formation ceases, the temperature of the frozen product is gradually lowered to the necessary storage temperature.
Biological changes. First, easily destroy. Vegetative cells of yeast, mold, and gram-negative bacteria such as coliforms and Salmonella species. Second, survive or resistant. Gram-positive bacteria, mold, and bacterial spores, especially Bacillus species and Clostridium species.
Chemical changes. Emulsions of oil in water or water in oil may become destabilized. Proteolysis occurs in animal tissue if enzymes are not properly inactivated.
Meat have more flexible fibrous structure that do not break during freezing. Cooked products have less changes. Cooking already softens the cell walls.